The doctor's words hit me like a ton of bricks. You have diabetes. Suddenly, my world was painted in shades of uncertainty and fear. I felt lost, alone, and overwhelmed. How could this be happening to me? Life as I knew it had changed forever. I knew very little about diabetes, let alone how to manage it. The future seemed daunting, a path shrouded in a thick fog of the unknown. My diagnosis felt like a cruel joke. I was young, active, and healthy, or so I thought. Diabetes didn't run in my family. There was no logical explanation for why this was happening. The initial shock soon gave way to a wave of emotions: denial, anger, sadness, and a profound sense of loss. I mourned the life I thought I would have, the carefree days that now seemed like a distant memory. The weight of managing a chronic illness settled upon my shoulders. It was a heavy burden to bear. Every day, every meal, every decision revolved around my blood sugar levels. It was exhausting. The constant need to monitor, adjust, and adapt to the demands of diabetes consumed my thoughts and dictated my actions. I felt trapped in a cycle of needles, numbers, and endless calculations. But amidst the fear and uncertainty, a flicker of determination ignited within me. I refused to let diabetes define me. I knew I had a choice to make: succumb to despair or rise to the challenge. It wouldn't be easy, but I was determined to navigate this new reality and reclaim my life. This was the beginning of my journey, a journey of rediscovering myself and embracing the resilience of the human spirit. The first day after my diagnosis was the toughest. Denial had been my constant companion, but as I woke up to the reality of my new life with diabetes, denial slowly gave way to acceptance. I knew ignoring the problem wouldn't make it disappear. It was time to face my fears head-on. The day was a blur of doctor's appointments, blood sugar checks, and learning how to use a glucose meter. Every prick of the lancet, every fluctuation in my blood sugar levels, was a stark reminder of my new reality. It was overwhelming, to say the least, yet I persevered. I knew I had to. Amidst the chaos, I made a conscious choice, a choice to accept my condition. It wasn't about giving up, it was about taking ownership of my health. This acceptance wasn't passive resignation, it was an active decision to learn, adapt, and thrive. I spent the day researching diabetes, understanding its complexities, and learning about the tools and strategies at my disposal. Knowledge, I realized, was power, and I was determined to empower myself with the information I needed to manage my condition effectively. Day 2 of my journey was all about education. I delved deeper into the world of diabetes, eager to understand its intricacies and how it affected my body. I read books, articles, and online resources, absorbing information like a sponge. The more I learned, the more empowered I felt. I discovered the science behind blood sugar fluctuations, the impact of food choices, and the importance of regular exercise. I was no longer just a passive recipient of information. I was an active participant in my own health journey. Armed with newfound knowledge, I began to see my diabetes not as a limitation but as a catalyst for change. I embraced the opportunity to make healthier lifestyle choices, not just for myself but for my loved ones as well. The day was filled with small victories: understanding a complex medical term, mastering a new skill like insulin injection, or simply making a healthier food choice. Each step, no matter how small, felt like a triumph. Day 3 brought the daunting task of overhauling my diet. Saying goodbye to sugary treats and processed foods was hard. Food had always been a source of comfort and joy, and now it seemed like everything I loved was off limits. I spent the day experimenting with new recipes, trying to find healthy alternatives that were both delicious and satisfying. It was a process of trial and error, but I was determined to make it work. The initial frustration of reading food labels and calculating carbohydrate counts slowly gave way to a sense of accomplishment. I was taking control of my health, one meal at a time. Section 5, Day 4, Exercise, Moving Towards a Healthier Me. Day 4 was all about movement. I had always enjoyed being active, but with diabetes, exercise took on a whole new meaning. It wasn't just about staying fit, it was about managing my blood sugar levels and improving my overall health. I started slowly, incorporating short walks into my daily routine. As my body adjusted, I gradually increased the intensity and duration of my workouts. The endorphin rush after a good workout was exhilarating. It was a reminder that I was capable of pushing my limits and achieving my goals. Exercise became my stress reliever, my mood booster, and my secret weapon in managing my diabetes. It was a powerful reminder that I was in control of my body and my health. Section 6. Day 5. Support System. You are not alone. Day 5 brought the realization that I didn't have to face this journey alone. I reached out to my family and friends, sharing my diagnosis and the challenges I was facing. Their love, support, and understanding were overwhelming. Knowing that I had people I could lean on, people who would listen without judgment and offer words of encouragement, made all the difference. They became my cheerleaders, my confidants, and my pillars of strength. I also connected with online support groups, finding solace in the shared experiences of others living with diabetes. It was comforting to know that I wasn't alone in this journey. We were a community, bound by a shared condition but united by our resilience and determination to live full and meaningful lives. Section 7, Day 6, Advocacy, Giving a Voice to the Silent Struggle. Inspired by the support I received, Day 6 was about giving back. I decided to become an advocate for diabetes awareness, using my voice to educate others about the condition and break down stereotypes. I shared my story on social media, participated in local diabetes walks, and volunteered my time at community events. It was empowering to connect with others, raise awareness, and advocate for a cause close to my heart. Advocacy became my way of transforming my challenges into a force for good. It was a reminder that even in the face of adversity, I had the power to make a difference. Section 8, Day 7, Hope, Embracing a Brighter Future. Day 7 arrived, marking a week since my diagnosis. It hadn't been easy, but I had come a long way. I had faced my fears, embraced my new reality, and emerged stronger and more resilient than ever before. As I looked back on the past 7 days, I was filled with a sense of hope. I had learned so much about myself, about diabetes, and about the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity. I knew that challenges lay ahead, but I was ready to face them head-on. I had the knowledge, the tools, the support system, and most importantly, the unwavering belief in myself. Section 9. Rediscovering Myself, A Journey of Resilience. My journey with diabetes has been a profound experience of rediscovering myself. It has tested my limits, pushed me out of my comfort zone, and forced me to reevaluate my priorities. But through it all, I've discovered a strength and resilience I never knew I possessed. Diabetes may have changed my life, but it hasn't defined me. It has become an integral part of who I am, shaping my outlook on life and inspiring me to live each day to the fullest. This journey has taught me the importance of self-care, the power of knowledge, and the significance of human connection. It has been a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, we have the power to adapt, overcome, and thrive. Diabetes is not the end, it's a new beginning. It's a chance to rewrite our stories, embrace our strength, and live lives filled with purpose, passion, and unwavering hope.